Hey everyone, Van here from Getting Cheezy with Van and Jeezy. Say what up, Jeezy.
What up?
This is attempt number 2 this evening. Technical difficulty, so we'll see what happens. We'll
What
find
is
out.
what is the internet?
We've also got a set of redundancy here. I'm recording, he's recording, everyone's recording. Yeah, yep. I have not prepared. Jeezy has prepared, so go ahead and you start the show here.
So basically, there's not a lot of news this week, but one of the big pieces of news coming out of the NFL this week is Odell Beckham Jr. He did an interview with the Wall Street Journal, and
Was it about his superfluous spending habits, like that watch that cost him like I don't know remember how many $1 million from
I
last
don't
year?
I don't know. I don't think it has anything to do with that. I didn't read the whole interview, but but
Oh, the interviewer's name is Lane Florsheim, and if you remember correctly, we used to sell Florsheim shoes,
yes, I do remember.
fancy pants dress shoes.
Yeah, I do remember, as a matter of fact. Anyway,
Hmm.
anyway,
Anyway,
he says, and I quote, "So why are we trying to push forward? It's obviously for their money. And that bothers me because there's always been this, and I hate saying it like that, but the owner's attitude is, oh, we own you guys, and just kind of that unfairness going on that they don't see us as human. I just feel like the season shouldn't happen, and I'm prepared for it not to happen, and I wouldn't mind not having it." All quotes from that interview with the Wall Street Journal. And this is
wow.
kind of a summary coming from Bleacher Report. Timothy Rapp is
Mm.
reporting on there. Juxtapose this with a little later on in the article,
Good word, yeah, good word. Juxtapose.
Mary Kay Cabot from Cleveland.com, quote, reported that Beckham has no plans of opting out after seeing how safe the Browns facility was.
Hey man, you can't treat me like you own me, but I'll be there. I'll be
I'll
there.
be
Please pay me my
there.
money. Please pay me. Please pay me to play football, please. Please.
I'll be there. Just call
I
my
still like
name and I'll be there. Man, I'm so bad at singing.
well, good thing you do it at least once every show. Um yeah, I mean personally I have no idea what's gonna happen here with the season because you look at what happened with baseball and like the least contact, most far away from each other sport ever. They had to shut it down a couple games, whatever else. I mean, it's like you feel like if the NFL is going to do some kind of a modified season, they would have released it by now. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But OBJ says the season shouldn't happen. He doesn't want it to happen, but he's not going to opt out. So
I feel like the only so
I
the people
never liked that dude. Never liked that dude.
I
Not
just
one
feel
bit.
like I just feel like if they're going to have a season, they should go the way that not baseball. They should go the way that hockey and basketball have gone, and soccer, where they have all of basically this sequestered bubble league. I don't see any other way to make this safe
But
without doing
how?
that.
How can you? But they have much. Their rosters are so much smaller. How can you bubble? You know, 47 people on game day, plus coaching staff, which is probably pretty close to the similar size, plus, you know, everybody that does all the equipment, plus. You'd have like a mini city.
In my opinion, if it can't be done, then it probably shouldn't happen. I just don't know how they make it work otherwise because it's just such a huge contact tracing problem. It's just enormous.
I just don't want to get into a situation where they're like, you know what? And this is what's going to happen with baseball, in my opinion. It's going to get to a point where they're going to say, you know what? Sorry, we were wrong. We can't do this. And it's going to happen in the NFL. If they try to push it, you're going to get 3-4 games in, and they're going to say, you know what, those are exhibition. We're done. You know.
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. The only thing that has been successfully working has been the fully sequestered leagues. Eh, Baseball is a
For
weekend. They
now.
had to cancel
I
games.
just it's a logistical nightmare. I mean, I've seen people, basically make the proposal that you have like a hub. You have like four hubs based on, we'll say like the NFC North and AFC North are going to be in this hub. The AFC and NFC South are going to be in this hub, and you have four different like sequestered hubs around the nation. That might work, but there's just so many more people than in those other sports on a roster.
I mean, I honestly, I'd be okay if
Plus, like, are you gonna? I mean, like, families, are you gonna tell them like, no, you can't see your family for the next 4 months? Like, you are sequestered from your family is nothing. Doctors, stuff like that. What happens if a player gets hurt and has to go to the hospital? Hospital? Are they done for the season? You know?
I mean, these are all big questions, but honestly, just to go back to one thing you said, I would be 100% fine if we played all of our games this season in our own division. What if we had
Yep. Mm-hmm.
what if we had 15 games, 5 per divisional opponent? Is that ridiculous?
Yeah. Yeah. Um, A little bit, but people have thrown that idea again. I read the Packers website every day. They've thrown that idea around a lot too. Like, let's if we had, our divisional games, let's said like modify the schedule to start the season with divisional games. So if you get to the point at the end where you're like, you know what, we need to shorten the season. Well, now you've got a division winner, anyways, right? Play those 8 division games to start. I just, again, somebody made the point today, and it rings true. If the NFL was going to do something, they would have by now. But maybe they're making contingency plans in the background about it. I don't know. I just see like if you were to reschedule all these games and move things around, not only are you already losing revenue, and TV contracts and shit like that. That's all huge too, right? That's the big money maker is the TV contracts, and all this stuff is basically written in stone somewhere. So that's going to hold up a lot of the games and whether they can or can't be played and stuff like that too. It's just it's a mess. But looking at it right now, today is August 3rd. We're not that far out from football starting. We got like a month.
Yeah, that's it.
I
Speaking
just with so much uncertainty, like I don't know if it's going to happen. I just don't know.
One last topic, then we wrap this out just in passing. The Rock, his ex-wife, and the Redbird Capital venture capital company, investment capital company,
Sure.
they have made an announcement that they are planning to acquire the XFL for $15 million, which is crazy because Vince McMahon paid over $200 million to get it going again in 2018, and
Yeah.
and they're still this is obviously pennies on the dollar, but it's still not fully in stone that they can have it. There's going to be some court proceedings this week to make sure that everything can go down as they want it to.
I have no idea. Like $15 million. When I saw this, I was like, damn, that is cheap as shit for an
I thought
entire
this
football league.
I thought the same thing, honestly. I was like, damn, if they get the XFL for 15 million, I could come in.
That's
I mean,
like that's like Carson Wentz for a year. Not even, you know. That is like a B-list quarterback salary for 1 year for an entire football league. That's basically like trading a player for cash considerations. Like, I don't
anyway,
know. We'll see. Fuck it. Whatever. Do it live. Sure.
and that's the new this week.
Sure. Bye.